Hi, I am Jed Alvarado, Vice President of the Junior Asian Association of School HRMD Practitioners Incorporate, and this is my Southville amazing story. I'm actually honored to be part of the Junior AASHPI officers again since it has been 2 years since they had their last set of officers since the pandemic started. So surprisingly, we came from a diverse set of locations in the Philippines. I'm from Luzon, my president is from Visayas. Actually, the nearest officer here in Manila is from Batangas already. So it has been fun to meet them and know them. There has been some language barriers since a lot of them don't speak in Tagalog. Most of them has their own dialects. Although the one from Batangas slightly speaks in Tagalog. So yeah, it has been fun knowing them and getting to learn about their life as well as students, because apparently we have different schedules when it comes to studying in our respective schools. So yeah, I can't wait to work with them. Hopefully within this year we have our national convention, if that's possible. I'm praying for a miracle before I graduate. So since October, we have been meeting regularly, at least once every 2 weeks. The officers and I are actually planning on having different activities to recruit more students to the Junior AASHPI, since again it has been 2 years since the last one. One of them is, I mentioned earlier, is the National Convention. Hopefully next year or next semester we will be able to execute this Junior AASHPI National Convention. At the same time, we're also pursuing a lot of students to become part of the Junior AASHPI. Actually, a lot of our planning for this term is actually focused on recruiting students, because we really need help from people. The 9 of us, or I think the 8 of us, really can't handle everything. So another thing is we plan on establishing different Junior AASHPI chapters from different member schools. So for example, here in Southville, we're a member school, but we don't have the Junior AASHPI chapter yet. So hopefully, again, before I graduate, I get to establish that Junior AASHPI chapter here in Southville. I actually never thought of being a senior vice president for external affairs for Psychology Society, because to be honest, I just wanted to be a normal student until my graduation. So I was surprised and actually honored that my dean and the other faculty members entrusted me with this role. So now I've experienced a lot of things as the external vice president. So ranges from meeting a lot of people from outside my college, even outside of my school. It also involves being a host for different events here in Southville, being a student ambassador. But most importantly for me, I've learned a lot as vice president. I thought that the moment they entrusted me, I know I have the skill set to be the best vice president that I can be. But apparently, there's a lot of things that you will learn along the way, because being a vice president is a very challenging role. But I learned a lot. As a psych student, we have been trained in various fields in psychology. So we have clinical, we have school, or the one we call counseling, and then we also have HR, or the human resource. So the dean actually made sure that each one of us is not only good or specially trained on one field, but he made sure that all of us are trained in the 3 fields in psychology. So Thankfully, I'm already trained as a fourth-year student. I'm pretty much trained when it comes to human resource management. So everything that I've learned from my industrial organizational psychology, and we also had strategic human resource management, just to name a few of the subjects that we had. So when it comes to my learning style, my style is pretty much different from other students. Maybe after an hour of studying, I tend to grab something to eat, or if not, I would go to sleep for about 10-15 minutes. Then after that, I would go back on reading whatever book or material that they gave us. Another thing is that I'm a visual learner, so I really like to see the things that I will be learning. For example, when it comes to my interest of astronomy, I really have to see the pictures of the stars, the galaxies. And another thing is that although I read, when it comes to research papers, I go straight to the numbers, the tables, the figures, because for me it's easier to understand them compared to the paragraphs within the research paper. But eventually I will need to read it, so it's not a big problem for me. But yeah, when it comes to research papers, I just go straight for the numbers and figures. So when I enrolled here in Southville, it had a very big impact in my life because there are skills and abilities that I never knew I had, that Southville was the one who was able to bring it out in me. So it has made me the best version of me so far. Back then I was quiet, but now I'm hosting events for teachers, for students. Back then I was okay with having average grades. As long as I'm passing, I'm okay. But now here in Southville, being a Dean's Lister is not enough for me. I have to be consistent until the end. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of skills that Southville really brought out of me. So I'm very happy to be part of this school because this school made me basically a better person. Actually, the best version of myself, to be honest. And I'm very proud of that. So thank you, Southville, for everything. I'm Jed Alvarado, BS Psychology student, and I'm proud to be a Southville student.